Hey guys, welcome back to Teacher Octopus English. It is me, Teacher Octopus, bringing you another video for today. So today's topic is going to be verbs. So let's begin. What are verbs? Verbs are words used to describe action, so things that you can do, and they are often called doing words. So these are words that you use every single day. Some examples include jump, run, write, sing, play, think, open and close, sit and stand, swim and run. And all of these are verbs. They are doing words. They are actions. It's people and animals in motion. Now let's remember, even though there are 12 verb tenses, and we're going to talk about them in the future, we are going to focus on the three main verb tenses: past, present, and future. So we're going to start with the simple verb tenses. Let's start with simple present. So a simple present verb tense is anything that is happening right now or something that happens regularly. For example, I eat cereal for breakfast. That is something that if you do it regularly, you use the present tense form of the verb. Let's look at what Teacher Octopus is saying. So I am green and I love English. These are both the verb to be and the verb to love. They're both in their present tense form. Okay. Now, let's look at future tense. This is simple future. Anything that happens in the future is going to happen after the present moment, after the current moment. So those could be tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, 1 week from now, next month, next year, 10 years from now, or even 5 seconds from now. All of these moments are in the future. And let's remember, we are going to use the word will before the verb to make this into a future tense. I will eat spaghetti tomorrow. I will play with my cousin on Thursday. I will graduate in three years. Okay, so the future, we are going to use the word will before the verb to make it into the future tense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the past tense. So simple past. These are all the things that happened before the current moment. It could have been this morning or yesterday, 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 10 years ago, last night, last year. All of these are things that happened in the past. And as we're going to see right now, there are different ways to write past tense verbs. So let's take a look at them. We have two. Basically, we have the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. The regular verbs are called regular because most of them share this one thing in common. They end in ed. So the present tense of the verb, if you add ed to most of them, that is going to be the past tense. And it's going to be regular because they all end in ed. For example, play, played, jump, jumped, climb, climbed. Ed, ed, ed. Now, irregular verbs are verbs that do not end in ed when we write them or use them in their past tense form. For example, sing, sang, eat, ate, write, wrote. Okay, so we're not going to say sing, singed. No, it's sing and sang. So all of the verbs that when we write them in a different way than ed in their past tense, they're going to be called irregular verbs. And we are going to be looking at the most common of them in the short video we're going to make in the future. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's take a look at all of them in a single frame. So let's start with the verb play. The past tense for the verb play is played with ed. This is a regular verbs. Remember, regular verbs end in ed. And the future for all of them is going to start with the word will play. Write, past tense is wrote. This is an irregular verb. The future will write. Jump, jumped, a regular verb, will jump. Eat, ate. This is an irregular verb. And will eat. That's going to be the future tense. Sleep, slept, will sleep. Work, worked, will work. So notice that for all the future tense verbs, you start with the word will and then just write the present form of the verb. And that makes it a future tense verb. This is future, simple future verbs, okay? Now, one of the most common verbs that you are going to use in your everyday life is going to be the verb to be. Okay, so how do we conjugate the verb to be? So the present is going to be on the left and the past is going to be on the right. So I am or I was in past tense. He, she, it is, or he, she, it was. Was is past tense, is present. You, we, they are, that's present tense. You, we, they were, that is past tense. Okay, so that is one of the most common verbs you are going to be using. So it's easy to remember. Now, the last thing I want to mention today is something called subject-verb agreement. You must have noticed at some point that the verbs, when they are used with certain pronouns like he, she, or it, or certain nouns, the verb, we add a letter S to it, like jump and jumps. So I jump, but he jumps. So whenever we use he, she, or it, we're going to add a letter S to the verb. Jumps, swims, runs, sleeps. He learns. She dances. It eats. Okay, when we use you, we, and they, we do not add a letter S. Now, this applies to other nouns, not just pronouns. So, for example, if the noun ends in the letter S, the verb does not have a letter S. So, if we use cars, the cars race. We're not, if the noun has an S like cars and they race, we're not going to say the cars races. No, it's just the cars race. If the noun does not end in S, then the verb will. For example, the car, no S, races. Then there we have the S. So let me show you some examples to make it a little bit simpler. Some of the pronouns first, and then some of the common nouns. So we love, so we, it means no S. It's not we loves. He loves, he, she, it. Yes, we do add an S. I sing, okay? The I, it's going to be here. I, you, we, they. She sings. So we add an S whenever we use he, she, or it. They run, it runs. The cats drink milk. Now notice the noun cats has an S. If the noun has an S, the verb does not. Now look at this one. The cat. The cat here is the noun, no S. So the verb is going to have an S. The cat drinks milk. Just one S. We cannot have two letter S. Okay. The boys run fast. Boys and run. The boy runs fast. So when we use boys, we don't add the S to the verb run. When we use boy, we do add a letter S to the verb. Okay. So it's a little bit confusing if this is your second language, but as you practice, you're going to get better at it. Now, we are going to do a practice video for this lesson. So we're going to leave the link down in the description below. If you like this video, or if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, thoughts, or ideas, then please like, comment down there, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends. I'm going to see you guys next time with another video. Bye-bye.